Hello Internet, humans, AI, and lizard folk alike. Or, if you prefer, I'm Fox. Welcome to my show. I want to sit down and serve you a small plate of ideas to mentally feast upon, much like a well-known animated bear feasts upon honey. A wondrous journey to figure out how disastrous things are and what we can do to help them. The answer to both, unsurprisingly, is a lot. A whole lot. There are a plethora of topics on the agenda. Some should even be up for debate. Sort of how the answer to who is the best Avenger is not really up for debate. It's Iron Man. And if you disagree with that Avenger remark, it's okay to have your own opinions, even if you're wrong. Some people think banning abortion should be a topic worth arguing over. I don't think you should touch a hot stove barehanded, for obvious reasons. Some people are struggling with accepting gay and trans people. I think you should remember to drink enough water to remain hydrated. Some people think we should be filling and creating more prisons. I think if we fill a zoo full of too many animals, they will break free and kill you, for very obviously similar reasons. But we will have time for things like that later. Betty White isn't going anywhere, and neither are we. Right now we are just getting to know each other. You seem like a fine individual, probably fairly intelligent. One thing I could tell for sure is you like to try new things. Probably how you found me. Traversely, I look like the aftermath of throwing Jafar into a blender and pouring it out the window of a platypus factory. I don't care what you say, those creatures are not natural. They are not compatible. Nope. Not like that. And absolutely not like that. It's a conspiracy. Now, the reason I brought you here today specifically is to talk about unity. I suppose that would be our mission statement. There are a lot of people who do stupid, harmful things to themselves and other people. Imagine with me, if you will, that we as a species are sentient interlocking pieces of an indoor sprinkler unit. Let's say in a library for fun. The system works because we are connected, and together we supply adequate flow. Teamwork for the win. Now, suppose that a corner piece feels it is superior for whatever reason and decides to disconnect from its adjacent counterpart, causing a loss of total function. Pipes don't connect, they don't work. What happens when there is a fire? It gets real. The flames will quickly spread, fast as you would presume a hall filled with tattooed tree skin would turn to kindling. You and your sprinkle buds will be alerted, but upon attempting to extinguish the blaze, you will find yourselves soggy and disappointed. The corner piece guy is still on about Anglo prejudice and has a newfound passion for denying the existence of the fire. But the inferno is scorching the entire infrastructure. Smoke detector Steve is suffocating in the noxious fumes. We are all in immediate danger, you cry out as the adult graphic novel is heating up on page 42, aisle 69. The corner piece has expanded its influence and has inspired others to follow suit. Now, they all refuse to budge. Try as you may, without the necessary connections, the building succumbs to the flames, filled with lost knowledge and the echoes of your metallic screams as you are returned violently to the earth below. Game over. Now, understandably, you are probably wondering why I had you undergo feelings over fluid-spewing ceiling pipes. Why was that corner such a jerk? Did someone tell smoke detector Steve's family he died bravely? Did anyone get the fire out? I hear you asking yourself. I have some bad news for you. Corner jerks are real, and they live among us, disguised as members of your community, infiltrating our very way of life. Smoke detector Steve's wife was notified of the incident. Real bummer. And no, the fire is not out. The moral of the story is, detached hose gets no flows. And here we find our common enemy, disconnection, and by association, isolation, leading us to annihilation. Now don't get me wrong, some people just want to be alone, and they do fine alone. But most people do desire, at some point, a relationship of some sort, any sort. Just to know that someone is out there, to know that in your darkest times, you are not alone. Others feel it too, and have felt it. It's okay to be human, or AI, or lizard people. We all have a place and a purpose. This seems more reasonable when you remember that the trash is a place. Hashtag trash lives matter. Now, there are a lot of obstacles in our way, and it is important that we overcome them. Have you heard of Erik Erikson and his theory of psychosocial development, commonly known as Erikson's 8 stages of development? He was a smart guy who lived from 1902 to 1994. It's essentially a modified version of Freud's psychosexual model. Freud's was a little too controversial, and I feel Erikson's approach is much more applicable. Erikson proposes that each stage comes with a challenge for us to conquer by mastering attitudes, ideas, and skills. Properly doing so will help us become confident and contributing members of society. Him and I are on the same wavelength. When one's needs are met, they begin to look outward to assist the world around them. Subconsciously, humanity wants to unite, to connect, to feel peace, to feel love. We must learn to deal with and overcome conflict in a peaceful, productive way. Gotta learn to cope. So, I have laid a lot on the table. Hopefully, a hunk of chunk of burning thought. For those still hungry, don't worry, we'll have plenty of time to dig into more later. The cake does not have to be a lie. For now, keep your eyes and your mind open to the future. I'll see you in the comments section to debate why Iron Man's the best Avenger. I'm sure you'll think of something fun to compare me to as well. Don't forget, comedy is often our best weapon. And remember, these are not the questions I want answers to. These are your answers that I want you to question.